Hi, my name is Abby. I'm here to take you through our platform and our result and how you can retrieve your results from your portal and your accounts. So first thing obviously is to sign in. To sign in, you need to go to our website, www.rightangled.co. Once you're there, you can just simply go to login and put your username or your email address, your passwords, and just simply sign in. Once you're signed in, you will have access to a dashboard where you will see two main cards, one called Fitness DNA Test and the other one is the Hard DNA Test. In each one of those cards, you'll find the reports that we actually cover. So the diet and nutrition, body and weight management, exercise responses, drug responses for the Hard DNA Test, the cardiac screening, which is more for cardiovascular risk analysis, as well as lipids metabolism and thrombophilia testing. Now, this is not your reports, it's just a card to take you to your reports. So once you're logged in and once you have access to that, you can click on any of the sections and go directly to the report that you want to start reading with. So here I'm just going straight to the diet and nutrition report. And once you're there, you'll find on your left-hand side two main buttons. One called Download Action Plan, which is the personalized plan tailored by our partner PT for you to help you achieve your fitness goals and your diet and to give you the best diet regimen that would suit your lifestyle. The second button is very much about the summary report, which once you click it, it will start downloading and that will give you a quick overview about your results and just a quick summary about your reports really. So you can have access to that and you can simply download it and print it off in hard copy should you read it by that. Now going to the reports themselves, as you can see here in my portal, I have no areas of concerns, which is a great thing because technically I don't have to worry about a lot of my diet, but in the same time I have some results that have been highlighted in yellow. Now these results are not to be taken of serious effect, but just to be highlighted as things to consider as you are taking your next coffee, for example. So in my results, I can see that I'm a slow metabolizer for caffeine, which means that I need to have, which technically means that caffeine takes more time to be exerted from my system than any other nutrients. So the effects of coffee would last longer with me, hence why I shouldn't really binge on coffee. I could have a cup of coffee a day and that should be more than enough to take me through the day because it's gonna stay in my system. Lactose intolerance, I've always knew it. I'm actually lactose intolerant, but this is not gonna change my life dramatically because I can simply switch from dairy products into substitutes. So things like soya milk or any other kind of extract as such. When it comes to alcohol, my sensitivity is increased. So I actually do have the alcohol flush. And when it comes to vitamins, I'm normal with the majority of vitamins. All my levels are either normal or increased, except for vitamin A, which apparently shows I have decreased level of it. So I would need to incorporate more of vitamin A into my diet. And in the report, you'll see there's different examples where you can have good sources for the vitamin, which you can always incorporate in your diet. In your report, you'll also be able to see different sections. So the first section starts with the overview. The second, which is an overview about the test and what the test is about. The second section is the genes, and in these genes you can click on the gene and read the science or the actual glitches that we test in that gene, so to speak. Then you'll see your genotype, which is your actual result that came from the lab. And then the phenotype, which is our interpretation to that result. And in this case, I'm here reading the results for vitamin A. My genotype for the gene BCMO1 was GT for that exact glitch that we tested. And the actual phenotype or the actual physical characteristic, or as I just said, the interpretation to that genotype means that I have decreased vitamin A levels. What your results mean is another section where you can read more about what your genotype means and what does the actual result really mean. And then you can see a section below it saying what can you do, which is the action plan delivered based on your genotype, which is something that is more of a general overview. To go into your actual action plan, you have to download it from the top left side of your screen, just over here, and that will download the personalized plan from the PT. Now, the personalized plan is based not just on your genes, but also on your self-reported answers to the questionnaire that you filled in when you registered your kit. In my plan, I can see that I have listed a long list of goals, whether it's to learn to have a balanced diet, decrease my body fat, eat more fruit and vegetables. So these were the goals that I have highlighted in my questionnaire, and which the PT have picked up when he started devising this training plan as well as the diet plan. But I just want to go through a quick overview about my actual plan. And in my training plan recommendations, the PT have mentioned that I would need to track progress with measurement systems, which is quite fine. And based on my questionnaire and my genetic output, he've noticed that I have an increased response to power. And his recommendation, as you can see here, is to take advantage of that by focusing on resistance training. And he has recommended 4 resistance training sessions a week, in addition to 1 cardio session and 1 yoga or Pilates session per week as well, which can all be incorporated into my lifestyle. He goes on into a lot of detail, and at the bottom he goes into a summary about what is the really takeaways from that program, and then he starts giving me examples of what kind of training plan guidelines that I should be incorporating. And then he goes into different phases over the next 8 weeks. So in phase 1, it's all about really incorporating the warm-up and the resistance training session A into my training. And it's fully explained with all the sets, the reps, the tempo, and the rest between the sets as well. And it gives me kind of an Excel sheet, not an Excel sheet, but more of a table where I can record my increase in weight and over a session over a session. So that's really about the exercise plan. The diet plan is very similar based on my goals. He has calculated my BMI, my TDEE, my body weight, the calories intake that I should be incorporating into my diet to maintain my body weight. And if I wanted to lose body fat, there is a different amount that I should be aiming for. Or if I want to gain muscle, then there is a different account as well. So also my macronutrient split is all laid out in the report. And at the bottom, there's all the recommendations for my nutrition plan as well. So this is really about my action plan, and that's the summary that I have. The other test results are all in place, so make sure that you go through them all. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of our members of the team who will be able to answer your questions. You can email us on info@rightangled.co, and someone will get back to you as soon as they can. Thank you very much.